I hope you guys are ready for this one. This video, I'm gonna put together a simple budget-friendly exhaust on my Square Body truck. Previous video, you see me find some $40 long tube headers off the marketplace, got them installed on the truck, and now we're gonna put together a simple 2.5-inch exhaust system and hear it run by the end of this video. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So like I said in this video, we're gonna put together exhaust on the Square Body truck. I'm gonna show you guys what I plan to use part-wise to get this build done. Now, my goal with this job was just to keep it under a budget. So long tube headers, like I told you guys, we found for 40 bucks. I was gonna Cerakote the headers, but after looking at how they fit underneath the truck, I don't think these are gonna be my forever header choices for this truck, especially if I plan to change a motor in it, maybe go big block in the future. Mufflers, this truck already had a set of Flowmasters on it, which is what always people ask me, what exhaust was on this truck? It was a simple 2.25-inch exhaust, and then it's got Flowmaster mufflers. I'm gonna still reuse these mufflers. Budget-wise, I went ahead and got me one of these simple builder's kit using mild steel. Again, not the forever exhaust choice I wanna go on this truck. Was gonna go with an X-pipe, but trying to keep it under budget right now with all the other projects, this is gonna be easy. So I got this kit off Amazon. I'll link it in the bottom for you guys. I'll link all the parts also. I got a full builder's kit of piping. I got clamps as well, because I wanna make sure this stuff fits on a lot better than what was previously on there, and I'll show you what I mean by that. One way to put it was this. This was janky. I cut all the stuff off to get the mufflers off because they had these things like super booger welded. But this is the piping. It was 2.25-inch through Flowmasters. That was what was on this truck the whole time. And everybody loved how it sounded. I loved how it sounded, but I'm looking for a better sound out of this truck long term. So 2.5-inch pipe is what I'm gonna go with this time because the mufflers are already sized up to 2.5. I don't know why they went 2.25. Maybe for back pressure? Don't know, but we're gonna fix that in this video. In the fashion of doing it right and making sure I have everything I need, I went in and got some nice hangers for this stuff as well. And we're gonna use like U-bolt style clamps to just hang whichever muffler choice I go with, because I'd rather just hang it from the bottom and put it in the frame. Somebody welded it to the frame and I was not a fan of how they did that. Don't do that. Just get you some hangers, man. These things are cheap and easy. It's simple. That way I could take it apart too, because the other thing was I had to cut this piping all off the truck because I couldn't just feed it out one piece easily. So I'm gonna make this setup because these things have slip joints, and I'm gonna show you that right now. Let's open this bad boy up here and see what we got. I've used these style builder kits, which are nice. Again, I went with mild steel on it because I do not have the argon back purging stuff to weld stainless properly. So I didn't want to do it wrong and spend the money and just make a crappy weld. So this is nice, man. This has got everything there. And it was reasonably priced. I'll link it in the bottom for you guys. Like I said, I got this full builder's kit. I got the hangers we're gonna use to hang the mufflers. That'll hold to suspend the exhaust. And then I use this Hedman header extension setup so we can get the exhaust to where it is. It did a good job packing it in the box, but yeah, like I said, you guys can see it's flared on the end. So that way we can slip joint everything where we want to keep this exhaust system better than that and having to cut it all off in one shot. So I got 2 of these boxes. There's 2 different kits for it. I got all the other stuff here and then our muffler. So let me get underneath the truck and we're gonna figure out how to route this exhaust over the cross member. All right, so I got my lines somewhat marked up. So we're gonna take this sleeve off here a sec. That goes there. And then we're going to pretty much, the best thing I can really do is just line, I'm gonna tack these up and go back under the truck and recheck everything because I obviously don't want to trust that I got this straight. This is all being done off of scratch. So to butt up where I think they'll line up where I want them to, and then get a couple tacks on here, go underneath the truck, and we're gonna make sure it lines up roughly where it's supposed to go. So we'll tack this, and then I'll get the other piece, get with the other lines, a couple tacks on it, and then we'll be dialed to fit it one more time. Always clean your surfaces. Don't use brake clean though if you're gonna weld. I've heard that'll make the worst gases you've ever wanted to breathe. I'm no welding expert. Just a guy in the driveway trying to make exhaust. All right, for the most part they line up. Now we gotta get the other part to line up. That's the most important piece. All right, so I'm not claiming to be a welder. I can throw an okay bead down, but it was not fun. But I got this one in, welded, got this pipe up there, clears a cross member, freaking awesome. These headers came so far down, again, not forevers, but I'm happy with this, man. This came out pretty good. Now I gotta move on to that side. That's gonna be more of a pain, the driver's side. I got 2 different splits in this, so I gotta make the pipe because I do not have a pipe bender and I decided to get a builder's kit. Make sure I line these up where they need to be first with my marks. All right, well, I'm gonna see if this is gonna work or not. I knew this was gonna be a pain, and I'll show you what I mean. One to hold it too. So when I go to weld this, you see there's quite a gap on the way these pipes angle in down there. So we're gonna see, I'm gonna have to throw quite a weld to that. It's kind of why I thought about putting that sleeve on, but right now, there's no point of return. All right, well, one box got most everything I need. This is what's left over. I'm gonna probably use this for the tailpipes though, but let me just let you guys see this underneath. Still gotta get some hangers, but I'm pretty pumped, man. That came out freaking nice. Look how it sits up nice and high, nice and tucked. Looks really good. Now we're gonna hear it start. I gotta at least start it up to make sure I know what it sounds like. I gotta do tailpipes too though, but I already kind of quickly started, but let's so you guys can hear it. I have a little bit of leaks there that I gotta put clamps on it, but not gonna lie, that 2.5-inch exhaust made a difference. A little bit deeper. I'm pretty happy with that. So not gonna let it get hot though, because I still have to make tailpipes. Man, it sounds pretty good, man. Nice and deep. Once I get those clamps on to tighten the other stuff up, better get rid of that little exhaust leak I'm hearing. I got boxes of pipes here. I got scraps here. I got old junk there. What the hell's going on? A lot of stuff to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed working on it. This is kind of my first time really fabricating exhaust on my own. Typically my brother does that stuff, which is pretty good for that. So shout out to you when you watch this. I'm learning it. I welded pretty decent for the most part. Learning the welder as it is, but not the end of the world. We are back at it, day 2. And yes, I've got some extra exhaust pieces that we needed. Ran into town this morning to O'Reilly's and had to pick up some parts I ordered last night. I needed some new U-bolt clamps because the kit that I ordered, the builder's kit, didn't come with any of that stuff. Also, ordered 2 turndowns because to build tailpipes, I'm gonna need 2 45-degree bends, and I don't have any more in the builder's kit. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get the exhaust finished up, securing it and clamping it down. Give a shout out, but like these are nice. Look at this, made in the US of A. I like this. So these clamps are gonna work out great. I got these to secure the tailpipe ends of as well. So we're gonna have this exhaust done today and get the truck down. Oh, I feel like I've been underneath this truck all week. Little bits in here and there, but today we're gonna be done. So I'm gonna use these clamps to go over the flare. I wonder if I can, well, I might not be able to do that way. I like these style, compression style clamps like these. These go all the way around. They hook a lot better, I feel like. But they are a pain in the butt to put on because they're under a lot of load. They seem to be like a lot tighter around everything, which I like more. I can go across my vision. I can get this guy to get on it, right? I have a little bit of a finagling job. That should go on there good. I'm not going to secure everything until we are fully seated where we need to be. Yeah, should grab on there. Should pull tight. All right, so we'll get this here. Perfect. All right, so this fell in here like that. All right, clamps are on. Turn downs are on. Now let's see we started, make sure we got no leaks. Whew. Let's see what happens. Oh, sounds pretty good. I ain't even gonna lie. Turn down's doing exactly what you're supposed to do. All right, I'm gonna tell you what, after all this work, now we get to drive it. See how it does. Part of me feels like we might have a little header gasket leak. And the worst part is I use old school Mr. Gasket, like the good ones. If you're ever gonna change your exhaust manifolds to headers, make sure you do a damn good job at either sealing them up good or making sure the flanges are smooth, because I don't think these headers have the best flanges. So again, we're gonna go ahead and drive it, break it in. I'm excited. I haven't driven this truck in like 2 weeks now. You guys have seen the other videos. I'll link it up here for you where I got the headers to put on. Again, those are a marketplace deal. 40 bucks in the headers. I got like $20 in paint. And then the builder's kit, I really only used half of it, but a whole box is like 90 something dollars on Amazon. So I'm gonna link all the stuff I used on it, and then miscellaneous brackets and stuff. We've got less than 400 bucks at least in an exhaust system in this truck. Yeah, I hear just a little leak. I tell you, boy, the exhaust is definitely deeper though. Definitely deeper. That whatever had like 2 1/4 inch exhaust was freaking trash. Looks like fence post. I don't know what the heck they were doing when it came to welding. Again, I'm no professional welder here. This is my first time building my own exhaust system. I am pretty pleased to say that my welds hold. I don't have any leaks in the exhaust from there. The only little leak I hear, header leaks, the gaskets. So we'll leave that for another video at this point. I'll probably either go ahead and I might double up the gaskets, or I might try sealer. Whatever you guys think works, throw it in the comments. I kind of want to know what works best on trying to seal up a set of small block Chevrolet or even big block headers. I think high temp orange silicone works pretty well, they say, but maybe it just needs to warm up and set the gaskets. This is the first time I've driven it since. But I do notice for sure the truck has a deeper tone to it in the exhaust. I'm glad I washed the truck and got junk all over it now. Can't help it though. You gotta drive it, it sounds good. I love these old trucks, I really do. Let's see how this does. Freaking love it. Love it. Man, that is a good looking truck. I am freaking happy. Like, look at this exhaust on the bottom. If you guys remember seeing any of my pictures before, it used to have this stupid pipe sticking out. So the headers come down a bit, but I got the pipes going right up over the cross member, and then you don't see the exhaust anywhere underneath this truck, which is great. When I go ahead and do tailpipes eventually, my goal is to get them to come out, and I want to kick them out just in the back corner area over here. The only problem is you got to kind of go over underneath the leaf spring. That's where I'm going to be a little bit at a standstill for right now. Dude, everything I've done on this truck has been a budget, I swear to you. The engine I went ahead and replaced last year was a marketplace deal that I found, and that engine is run flawless. The exhaust is a new one right now. Again, we got $40 headers, $200 in pipes, brackets, and paint. So we've got less than $400 at least. I'm probably shooting the high side on an exhaust system on the Square Body truck. And let me tell you what, it sounds so much better. And it being my first exhaust build as well, I'm happy with myself. I think I did a pretty damn good job. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed working on this truck. It has always been a pleasure trying to work on this truck. It has never been a headache. And it just shows you guys most of these classic Square Body trucks, easy to work on, parts are still available, and they're worth in the long run. Don't need to buy anything new. We went ahead and put a budget exhaust on this truck. I found headers on the budget. I got some deals on the Amazon there for some pipe for a builder's kit, paint, and the paint so far has held up on one test drive. We'll see how long that works. So make sure you guys hit that like button if you enjoy seeing content on this truck and all the other ones. make sure to hit that subscribe button. There's more content coming. I've got a build coming now on an OBS Chevy truck that we're gonna do an LS swap. So I hope you guys are pumped for that, because I'm pumped for it. I ain't never done one yet. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys on the next video.